Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Getting back to work on the Gladiator in this video. This one I am going to be working on the winch installation. This is a winch I've had laying around for going on a year. I bought it actually Black Friday last year, and just with everything else I've been working on, it just hasn't been high on the priority list and I have not gotten to it. But before the winter starts up, I want to try and get this thing installed. So what I'm going to do is get the camera turned around, walk through the parts I have and everything, and then walk through the installation. This may be a two-parter, just depending on how long it takes to get through the, what parts are needed, what I have, and what prep work's needed before actually pulling the bumper off. And I can do part two with the bumper. So we'll see how far I get along and go from there. But that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, get the camera turned around, and get started. So if you're watching this and you're a Jeep owner, you probably have a good idea about how many different winch options are out there, things along those lines. So a couple things you have to take into consideration is, one, what kind of front bumper you have. If you've got OEM plastic, OEM steel, or if you have an aftermarket. I do have the OEM steel, so what I had to do is get the proper mount plate for it. I got that here from Quadratec. I got their mount plate. And then as far as the winch goes, there are so many options out there, and you ask 15 different people, you'll probably get 15 different replies on what's good to use, what you want. I would love to have a Warren. It's just, they're just so much money for what you get, and they break just like anything else. There's plenty of horror stories out there. So what I did, based on talking to some people that I wheel with locally, they all have these winches from Wal Mart. They're probably the same thing, made in the same factory as like the Harbor Freight Badlands or any of the other off-brand ones that are out there that you can get. But Walmart's got really the best price. I think I paid like $270 for this, and it's a 12,000 pound winch. And guys locally that I wheel with, they have this exact winch, and no one has complained about it yet. Worked flawlessly, never had any problems. So it's like, for the amount that I wheel and the fact that I will likely never use it or may use it once or twice, I figure, why not? I'm just gonna go with this one. It's, should do the job for me. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead, get the box open. I did open this when I got these about a year ago, just to make sure nothing was damaged, just because there were some marks in the box. But I never even really went through what's in the box or anything. So it has all been sitting here in the corner of my garage. So I'm gonna get started and walk you through what I have. So real quick, here is the Quadratec mount plate. When you open it up, it's pretty well packaged. You can see that there were straps holding everything in place. It's still all wrapped up. I have to unwrap it, but you got the hardware, everything that it comes with. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this unwrapped so you can see what it looks like real quick, and then I will move on to the winch. All right, after removing quite a bit of saran wrap, here is what you get. I will say it is very well packaged. What it was wrapped in, this material is really nice, heavy duty, and everything came out unscathed. But what you get with this kit, and here is the part number, 92122.2902. That is for the steel bumper winch mount kit. Obviously you get your instructions, hardware bag with everything you need for installation. You get a fair lead plate for the front, and then obviously you have the actual mount itself. So that is what you get in the Quadratec kit. Everything looks pretty nice quality, heavy duty. I'll go through the instructions and stuff when the time comes, but that's the Quadratec box, and next we'll be messing around with the winch. All right, one quick thing of note before I move on. In reading through these instructions, I flipped them just real quick to double check, and it's saying that there's supposed to be two mounting plates, one to back the bumper, here you go, and then the main plate. So I don't have that, didn't come in the kit. I went on Quadratec's website, and these must be old instructions. This was either an old kit, or this is basically something for maybe if you have a plastic bumper. That would be my thought. But for the steel bumper, you're only going to get the front cover plate, which isn't actually your fair lead, it's your fair lead support bracket, and then your main bracket and the hardware. There are updated instructions for this same part number on the Quadratec website. It's now listed as a carnivore branded winch mount, not Quadratec anymore, but it's the exact same parts, just updated instructions. So just a heads up on that. Don't freak out if you get it. You will not have the backing plate. You'll only have the winch plate, the fairlead bracket, and then the hardware. All right, next up is the winch. I pulled the top off of this box because it's a box within a box, because this thing weighs quite a bit. I think it's like 77 pounds, something like that. So here's what it is. Like I said, it's the Wal Mart brand Hyper Tough 12,000 pound electric winch, synthetic rope. It also has a wireless remote and a wired remote, according to the box. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing open, and you can see real quick what we have here. All right, sorry about that. I'm trying to do this with just a couple hands. But you have the winch, which looks like a pretty nice unit. Instructions, and then I believe everything else is wedged in that box there. So I'm gonna start breaking things down real quick and walk through what all is in the box. All right, and I took everything apart here. So here is what you get with this kit. In the bag, you have the winch, which has got the cables hooked up to it, and then you can see the wireless remotes zip tied to it. Line is already on it, but obviously you will need to stretch that once everything's installed. You have your fairlead plate. It comes with a hook, and then you get the hardware. These two bolts look like they're for the fairlead, and then these four look like they're going to be for mounting the winch itself. And then you have the wired remote, which comes in a separate bag. Everything as far as the wires, the heavy cables, they're already installed on the back of the winch. One concern I see is this doesn't come with any kind of circuit breaker or anything like that. Being that this is a pretty high amperage and heavy pull on those cables, and they're going to be exposed underneath the bumper and whatnot. I'll probably look online. I think you can get a on-off switch that'll handle the amperage off of Amazon, and probably wire that in just to be safe. I'd rather have that and have some sort of security feature there in case positive wire gets cut on something or whatnot, or bound up on something, stick, branch, whatever, went off road, and then I don't want that grounding out on the frame and burning my truck to the ground. So that's something to consider. So that is probably something I will look into and have that for doing the actual installation. And real quick, just to show a little more detail on the winch itself, this is the back side, so you can see all the cables pretty well covered, insulated, things like that. Everything comes out of the control module up top here. You got good length of the positive and the ground cable, so you're good to go there. Synthetic rope, and it's got nylon sheathing on it for a good amount. And then this will be on the top. This is your cable port. That's got a weather pack type connector, and it's got a rubber seal on it, so it should keep elements out. And then of course you've got your release there. So pretty straightforward. I'm gonna get that uprighted, and then I just walk through some of the details. All right, just a few bits of information about it. This is the actual model number from Wal Mart. Again, Hypertech. I think it was like $279, something like that. It was pretty affordable winch, but pretty good specifications. I was comparing this to like the Badlands and stuff, and I was pretty impressed with what all it had to offer as far as cable length, features, capacities, things like that. It just seemed to be pretty good setup for the money, so pretty happy with it. So like I said, next is going to be getting everything prepped for installation, and I also, like I said, need to order a on-off switch that I'm going to put under the hood, just right next to the battery, to avoid any possible shorts or anything like that. If the positive cable ever gets cut, I don't want it grounding out. So I'm gonna get started on all that stuff. I'll be back in a minute. All right, it is the next day. What I did is I went online, went on Amazon, and I was able to find a 600 amp marine cutoff switch that I'm going to use for the winch. I'm going to put that in the positive line. And then I also found a pair of foot-long 2-gauge positive and ground battery cables. I couldn't find just a small length, that high of gauge positive by itself. It was just better, more cost effective just by the pair. But anyway, those are coming as well. According to the book, you need a minimum of 3.5 gauge, and 2 gauge just seemed to be the best option that I could find. So those are on the way. So I'll have those for the actual installation. What I'll do is at the end of this video, or when I post this video, I will put links for everything in the information on the video. So a link for the winch, the mount plate, and the switch and wiring that I'm using to install it. So last thing I really want to do before I start the installation is I need to take the winch and make sure it is going to fit the mount plate. Make sure that there is a spot for the bolts to go through and that I don't have to modify the mount plate first before I start doing the installation. So I'm going to go ahead and double check things there, measurements and whatnot, make sure we are all set, and then next will be to get this thing installed. So I'm going to get to work on that. All right, so I went ahead and measured everything. Measurement between the sides is 9 7/8 inches. The measurement front to back, 4.5 inches, and then I did a diagonal, and that was 10 7/8. So I did go ahead and take the tape measure and then look at the mount plate as well. It appears this hole and this hole, and then the matches behind it are going to be the right ones. They do have the proper spacing, 4.5, 4.5, and then the 9 7/8 side to side. So we're good to go. Nothing needs to be modified on this as far as mounting the winch to it. So I guess the next step will be to start on the installation on my truck. And real quick, just wanted to show you how things line up. This is the plate on top of the winch. So all set. All right, one other thing I just thought of, and I'm glad I did, and that is the Fairlead hardware. This comes with the winch itself, but it probably doesn't take into account that there's going to be a support plate and then also the steel bumper, which if you look, this is just barely started on the nut, and there's really no thread for it to grab for the most part. Now granted, there is a lock washer in there, so it will obviously collapse as you tighten it down. But taking into account that this is also going to have to go through the steel bumper, which is like another 1/8 inch thick, that's not going to be enough. So according to the manual that came with the winch, it's an M12 by 25. So I'm thinking you'll need an M12 by 30 or 35 since it is metric. Roughly you're looking for another 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna go to the hardware store and get 2 bolts. I'll double check the thread pitch and stuff with the gauges that they have there at the hardware store, and just get something that, like I said, is, you know, another 1/2 centimeter, 1/4 inch or so longer. This should be enough that I can get it threaded through the steel bumper on top of the support plate and the actual Fairlead itself. So something to keep in mind, you're gonna need 2 longer bolts if you're using all these parts. All right, it is the next day and I got my Amazon order. Here are the cables that I had ordered. You know, like I said, it was a positive and a ground set. They're about 1 foot long, so it'd be enough to run one from the battery to a switch. But here is the problem. This is the switch I received. First, a lot bigger than I thought it would be, so that's kind of a bummer. Bigger problem though is looking at the terminals that are inside the switch versus the cable for the winch. That is definitely gonna be a no-go. Looks like these are about 1/2 inch studs. This is an 8mm hole on the actual winch itself. So unless I change out the connectors, the terminals, I'm kind of SOL. I'm also really not a big fan of how big this switch is. I mean, it is huge. And you can see it in comparison to the winch itself. So this is gonna be pretty awkward underneath the hood trying to find a spot for it. So I think I'm back to square one as far as powering this thing goes. So yeah, so I need to do some more searching online and see what I can find as far as the solution goes. All right, so I think that's where I'm going to end this one. Cut it off here. That way next video I can start with the actual installation. As you can see, it's pretty crappy weather outside. It's been raining all day, so hopefully tomorrow will be a drier day. And hopefully I'll have my parts from Amazon, and then I can go ahead and proceed with the installation. So as I said earlier, I'll go ahead and get all the part numbers put in the description of the video, so you'll see everything I'm using. You know, this at least is kind of a review, what you get with all these parts, what you may need to complete the installation, and then I will have another full video of just the actual installation on the truck. So if you like what you're seeing, you want to follow along, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please hit the notification bell. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I do review them and I will reply. That being said, thank you very much for watching and have a great day.